In our grammar curriculum, now that we've covered nouns and verbs, next up is pronouns. And we're just gonna skip this section because it tends to turn a lot of people into morons. Now let's learn about some life skills. One of the most valuable life skills you can have is something called self-responsibility. And to learn about self-responsibility in a very kid-friendly way, there's a short video I want to show you from someone named Professor Goggins.
So I've been grinding lately. Had to go back to the lab, readjust some shit in my brain, put a lot of miles in. Every day, run over 20 miles a day, getting up early, going to bed early, eating the right shit. This last week, started taking a toll on me. I usually don't think too much. Get my shoes on, head the fuck out. I've been thinking a lot. That internal voice has been talking to me. Talking about, oh man, you're tired. Looking at my shoes about 30 minutes before I put the motherfuckers on. Pushing back the time of that I go out to go run. So I decided to tape record myself. That internal voice I put on tape. Sounds like a straight bitch when I listen to that motherfucker. So if you ever have a hard time out there, tape yourself. Listen to what kind of bitch you're being. Stay hard.
Now class, what did you learn from Professor Goggins?
It's important to stay hard.
That's right. And why do you think it's important to stay hard?
So that you don't turn into a soft, weak piece of shit.
Exactly.
Excuse me? I feel hurt because that type of language offends me. I feel victimized by that video.
Your parents have failed you. They have absolutely failed you. And given the fact that you feel hurt by words that aren't even directed at you, you have failed your parents. You're the soft, weak piece of Professor Goggins was warning us about. Your dad is a pansy beta male who's allergic to discomfort, probably still wears a mask.
He does still wear a mask.
And on a regular basis, he gets pegged by your mom, whose mind is degenerated by feminism. She's probably gotten at least 5 abortions, and she's proud of them. You're lucky you weren't one of them. She's got nearly a triple-digit body count because she doesn't respect herself, and neither does anybody else, nor should they. And the reason why she takes on the masculine role in your family is to compensate for how she feels as though her father was never there for her, but he was. She simply perceives it otherwise because believing her father was never there for her is what allows her to stay in the position of a victim for her whole life. Dry it up. Stop crying. You have objectively weak parents. They have failed you, but you being a soft, weak piece of is your fault, not theirs. How you are is your fault. And that, class, is self-responsibility. Any questions?
I bet his family eats soy for dinner every night.
Is that true?
My mom does make a lot of tofu. I think it tastes good.
Do you think David Goggins eats tofu?
No.
I think you've learned something here today. As we pick up where we left off yesterday, learning about the federal government, who can tell me what the FBI does?
That they politically persecute whoever the Democratic branch of government feels is a threat to their plot to abolish the US Constitution and install communism.
Very good. And throughout history, how many times has communism worked?
0.
And will it work next time if it's just done correctly?
You'd have to be insane to think so.
Very good.
My dad thinks it could work.
I'd be surprised if he didn't. Now looking ahead years down the road to after you graduate high school, what do you want to do?
I want to go to college.
Unless you want to be a loser your whole life, you should never go to college. You'll never amount to anything.
Why is that?
Who can tell them why that is?
Because they're just indoctrination camps that control your mind, and they put you into tremendous debt, which is another way that they make you controllable. And if you go, you just come out an obedient, narrative-believing, mindless moron who hates America. Kind of like your dad.
Hey now, his dad and his mom.
Then what's better than going to college?
Doing your own thinking, following your heart, and having the courage to always stand on your principles while bettering the lives of people around you. That makes you a valuable person who is therefore able to offer actual value, and in turn, you get compensated for the value that you offer the world around you. Come on, you should know this by now. This is 2nd grade. All right, class, now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Well, we've already said the Pledge of Allegiance 3 times today.
Still not enough. Now quit acting like a girl, stand up, and put your hand over your heart.
Do you want to survive the apocalypse? If so, you need the Wellness Company's Emergency Medical Kit, so you won't die. Awake doctors like Dr. Peter McCullough started the Wellness Company to create real change in healthcare, and part of that change is making sure that you get to take control of your health. They offer a wide variety of services like telehealth and specially formulated natural health supplements to help with the lingering effects of the you-know-what. And most recently, they launched this emergency medical kit, which contains 8 potentially life-saving medications for you to keep on hand in a time of need. Whether it be natural disasters, supply chain shortages, medical emergencies, or the apocalypse, you can rest assured knowing that you have the emergency antibiotics, antiparasitics, and antivirals on hand to take care of you and your family. And if you're thinking, well, I'm not a doctor, how would I know what to take? Well, luckily the kit comes with the Emergency Medication Guidebook detailing exactly what to take and when. So if you want to be prepared for the unexpected, go to twc.health/awaken and order your emergency medical kit today. And while you're there, be sure to use the code AWAKEN for 15% off. Please note the emergency medical kit is available only in the USA. Pays to be an American.